this, we have an eminent expert on the subject of enhancing energy efficiency in urban India. Dr. Ajay Mathur is no stranger to all of us. He is at present, as you know, Director General of TERI. He was Director General of the Bureau of Energy Efficiency from 2006 to 2016 and is widely held to be responsible for bringing energy efficiency into our homes, offices and factories. So if we are still on this journey, we thought he is the right person to answer all the questions that are on our minds. Dr. Mathur had an earlier stint with TERI from 1986 to 2000, and then he headed the climate change team of the World Bank in Washington, D.C. He's been a key Indian climate change negotiator. What shall I say? He is a global leader on technological approaches to address climate change. So from that macro perspective to the very micro perspectives on what should we do to improve energy efficiency, what should we expect from the manufacturers who give us products, and what should the government do, I think we cannot find a better person than Dr. Mathur. He was threatening to talk about his latest research, and I'm sure his latest research is cutting edge, but I have promised him that we will have a seminar and have that discussion. Right now, we want to pick his brains on the little things that are bothering us. So, as usual, we give him 10 to 12 minutes to talk about energy efficiency, and then he has to answer our questions. Doesn't matter how silly they are, and he has to make them important and give us the reassurance that the country is on the path of energy efficiency. So thank you, Ajay.
Thank you very much, Professor Ahluwalia. Indeed, I am sad at not sharing the research, and my colleagues who are in the audience who spent all night preparing it are probably even, I hope, even sadder. But it's a great pleasure to be here. Thank you very much for this opportunity to reach out to fellow members of the IHC and to the leaders of the community in Delhi. Each one of us probably uses, somewhere between 3,000 and 10,000 units of electricity every year in our homes. In addition, we use energy to drive our cars, we use electricity to drive the air conditioners in our offices. So there's a whole range of activities, and then of course the LPG or the CNG that we use in our homes to cook our meals. There are many ways in which we can move to reducing our consumption. There are some things that we can do today through changed behavior. There are other things that we can do by changing the fittings in our house, and there are other things that we can do as we build new houses or offices. Let me spend a few minutes on each of these. Let me first start with the well-known quote, "Switch off the lights as you leave the room." Makes great sense. But the fact that we have to write it every time to remind people essentially tells us how difficult it is to be good. Consequently, many years ago, somebody came to my office and I thought it was a great idea. He said, "I'll put a sensor, and when you're in the room, the light is on, the air conditioning is on, and when you leave, it switches off." Great idea. Loved it, I put it in. Except that when I was working and the thing didn't sense any movement, it would switch the lights off. and then I had to wave my hands to switch it on again. That was the first generation technology. But the kinds of sensors that we have now, which really connect to the heat that we are producing, are far, far, far better. So, rule of thumb, if you have air conditioning and lighting in your offices, and if you are leaving your office for periods of an hour or more, it's worth it.